Florida State family? It's been a minute since I did one of these videos. Just been really busy. We got some good and some bad news to go over right now. So we're going to jump into the bad news first because we're going to end on a good note. Jake Slaughter, 6'4", 300-pound lineman out of Ocala, Florida. Nationally ranked as the 633rd best player in the nation, 9th player at his position, and an 89th player in the state of Florida. Decommits from FSU and goes over to them sorry-ass Gators. Not a surprise, not a good look. I will say this, it's not a good look, seeing as how FSU needs help on the offensive line. You had 2 offensive linemen committed, now you only have one. And Brian Estes, who, by the way, I do think is a better prospect than Jake Slaughter. But I thought the 2 of them paired up fairly nicely. But again, it's not a good look. But if you follow this channel, if you follow No Night, I called this when the Gators offered him. Jake Slaughter grew up a Gator fan. And it was pretty well common knowledge that when the Gators offered him, a flip was highly likely, and it happened. Jake Slaughter has decided to flip to Florida. Not a good look. Yes, it's a key loss. However, as long as FSU is able to recover with some of these possible replacements that I'm going to name here in a second, in the long run, I don't think this will affect or be a big deal. So, got a few names here that I want to go over that you can look to possibly replace a Jake Slaughter. Some of these are tackles, some of these are interior linemen. I think that majority of the people that I'm naming here, with the exception of maybe one, can play inside or out. We'll start off with Dedrick Pennington. There's a name to look at. Rod Orr out of Alabama, I believe. There's a name to look at. Michael Myslinski. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing his name right, but he's out of Jacksonville. That's a name that can take Jake's slot. I don't think Myslinski is as good of a prospect as Slaughter, but I got to go review his tape a little more. And then Raekwon Buckley. It's another name to keep an eye on. He's out of Michigan, if I'm not mistaken. He's more of a tackle. Pennington's more of a tackle. But these are guys that I think you can add to this class, and you will not only just ease. I mean, I named 4 guys. If FSU's able, I like their chances for probably 3 of the 4, like, legit. Obviously, if we could get all 4, you definitely take it. I think Rod Orr and Myslinski and Buckley might be the best possible scenarios, just my opinion. But if you get those 3, or you get any combination of the 3 out of the 4, or maybe even 2 out of the 4, I think you can ease, if not completely erase the loss of a Jake Slaughter. Not a good look, key loss. However, we got a chance to ease that loss. They're targeting offensive linemen. I think we'll be fine in the long run. Now, let's get to the good news. The good news comes in the form of Byron Turner Jr. out of New Orleans, Louisiana. He's 6'3.5", 3-star, and 237 pounds. He's the 394th best player in the nation, the 27th best strong side defensive end, and the 13th best player in the state of Louisiana. Before we talk about him, let's check out his video and see exactly what he's bringing to the table for these Florida State Seminoles. All right, so here we go. This is Byron Turner Jr. As you can see, very violent at the point of attack, in my opinion. Here we go. Watch this play. Bam. Attacks the blocker. Gets straight to the running back. Quick jump off. He gets off that ball very fast. Right there. You see He's just in the right place at the right time right there to get that little interception. Nothing too big right there as far as pass rushing ability goes. Right here. Look, he's just violent when he tackles. Violent tackler. I like it. I like it. Hits hard, tackles strong. Continue to watch. Bam. Blows right through the blocker. And cleans up the play at the end right there. Boom. Runs right by the guy. Quarterback never stood a chance. And again, violent tackle. He likes that whip move. He likes to spin him around right there. Bam. See how he grabs a guy and spins him? Blows right by most of these blockers. Really solid tape. Really solid tape. Hits the corner. Tackle never stood a chance. Good bend, as you can see right there. He had good bend, good balance. He's right here. He's standing up. Got his hand in the dirt. Takes on the tackle one-on-one. Tackle can't hold him. Running back couldn't hold him. Gets in the backfield. I like his balance. I like how he bends the corner. And I just like how he attacks the blocks head on. Out-muscles him, out-powers him. Very violent at the point of attack. I like that a lot. I think he's got some fast twitch muscle to him. Look at that. Bam! Just good solid base, solid stance right there, man. And there you go. That's the quick little preview, or that was a quick little tape of Mr. Byron Turner Jr. out of New Orleans. So as you can see, I think he's a really solid prospect. Some good athleticism. I think he's got some fast twitch on him. He's violent at the point of attack. Quick off the ball. Probably, if you want to go with weaknesses, didn't seem to use his hands much. But didn't seem like he needed to use them, quite frankly, because he was blowing past the blockers on a routine basis. At the next level, he's going to need to learn how to use his hands, obviously. Learn how to use leverage, obviously. I mean, he probably stands a little too high when he's rushing the passer. But he's got a 6'6" wingspan at 6'3.5". I think this is a high floor, high ceiling guy. I always say these things when I review these prospects, and what I mean by high floor, that's a guy that even if he doesn't turn into the greatest prospect, right? Even if he doesn't turn into a draft eligible, like a draftable type player, he's a guy that's going to be a quality snap getter. Quality guy that's going to get quality snaps at the college level and could provide some quality depth. High ceiling means that this kid has the potential to be an NFL caliber player, to be an impact player in the ACC, to be an impact player at Florida State. I believe that. I think you got a high floor, high ceiling guy that even if he doesn't pan out to what maybe some people think he may be, you're still going to have a quality football player on your hands. Only a 3-star. That's another video for another time on FSU and some of these 3 stars and why aren't we getting some of the higher 4 stars and we're missing out on some guys. It's another video for another time. But I think this is a solid pickup, solid commitment. I think he's a really good player. And I'll take a New Orleans kid any day of the week. He adds to Joshua Farmer on the defensive end. And right now, we're still leading for Chambry Jackson. 6'2", 230-pound, strong side defensive end out of Orlando. If FSU can finish with those 3, they got 2 of the 3. All signs are pointing to Jackson will be with the Seminoles. That's a solid defensive end class, and that's a solid, whatever, depending on what we can do in that interior, you can have a solid defensive line class going forward. So that's a good pickup, man. And that's all I really got for this video. Excuse me. That's all I really got for this video. Again, we got good news and bad news. We finished with the good news. We did get a decommitment, but I think we can make up on that one. And we get a very, very good, solid player out of New Orleans, and Byron Turner Jr. And yeah, also, before I close this thing out, I'm a live stream. If you've been following the Mike Norvell era, NCAA 14, we're in season 2. We're number 4. We're clicking on all cylinders. Chubba Purdy's trying to get him a Heisman. Well, guess what? The next game is Miami. They beat us last year. I think I'm going to live stream that game. So join the live stream, man. Tell all the Hurricane fans. Get them on there to talk trash. Y'all can watch me play the Hurricanes live, and we can talk all topics while I play the game. I think I'll be doing that later today. Be on the lookout for that one. And yep, this is all I got. It's your boy, PC Noel, Polk County Noel. And like always, y'all stay classy, Seminoles. And I'm out, ya.